Hello, my dear friends. Today we are going to discuss about Moderna's mRNA vaccine for COVID-19. So, in this video, we are going to discuss about the difference between the normal vaccine to the mRNA vaccine, how this Moderna mRNA vaccine is entirely different with reference to the regular vaccine. So, my name is Lakshmi. I'm science and technology and anthropology expert. So, actually, Moderna is an American biotechnology company based in Cambridge and Massachusetts that focuses on drug discovery and which is exclusively specialist in messenger RNA vaccination. So, mRNA vaccination is one of the most important specialization of the Moderna, and this mRNA vaccine. So mRNA medicines are not small molecules when compared to the recombinant proteins or MABs or monoclonal antibodies. So that has been very familiar for the control of the drugs like interferons, monoclonal antibodies, or recombinant proteins. But mRNA medicines are not same. So they are usually completely different when compared to the regular vaccination program. So they are completely genesis of the biotechnology industry. So these are completely unique way of vaccination. Their success rate can be extremely high when compared to that of the other vaccinations. So what is the mRNA? mRNA is the messenger RNA which carries the genetic information from the DNA to ribosomes. So the specific portion of the DNA will be copied by this messenger RNA, and the specific portion which is targeted for the production of the proteins production will be copied by this RNA, and as it is copying the message from the DNA to ribosomes, it is called as messenger RNA. And these instructions from the DNA to ribosomes, as it is going to be carried, so it is responsible for the formation of the proteins. So as it is mostly targeted for the production of the proteins. So this is a very fundamental area, and in this diagram you can see DNA to mRNA, mRNA to protein synthesis and storage. So DNA will stores the genetic information from this storage. So one specific copy of the mRNA, specific copy of the DNA will be copied by the mRNA, and that once the mRNA has been copied, so based on the copied genetic information of the mRNA, we can expect the formation of the proteins. So the applications of the proteins form the basis of the life by performing the functions required by every cell. Proteins are made using mRNA. So the protein synthesis is exclusively depending upon the mRNA. How this mRNA will decide. So how the whatever the portions of the DNA has been copied by the mRNA. So this is a very strategical information from the DNA to mRNA. For example, if you look at the liver cell, so the proteins needed by the liver cell are entirely different to that of the kidney cells, and so the protein mechanism is exclusively different from one cell to another cell. So the mRNA copying of the genetic information will also be unique and peculiar depending upon the type of the cell from where it is being produced. So the genome sequence of the novel coronavirus was shared by the Chinese researchers on messenger RNA vaccine is being tested at Seattle. So the trial run was started on March 16th at the Kaiser Permanent Washington Health Research Center Research Institute in Seattle. So the vaccine mRNA 1273 was developed by National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. So the vaccine was prepared by March itself, but because of the clinical trials, so now it has reached to the third stage of the clinical trials. National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, okay, mRNA 1273, okay, so which was developed by National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Scientists and other collaborators at the biotechnology company Moderna, based in Cambridge and Massachusetts. So NIAID and Moderna has jointly developed this particular vaccine. Most of the vaccines, so how these vaccines are completely different to that of the mRNA vaccines, conventional vaccines. Most of the vaccines we know, either it may be poliovirus vaccine or hepatitis vaccine, so conventional hepatitis vaccine. Some of the hepatitis vaccines are also genetically modified, recombinant vaccines. Most of the vaccines we know are based on a whole organism or a part of the organism. Usually these organisms cause disease, but to make vaccines, the organism are manipulated by heat. So for example, if you take any poliomyelitis virus, so that may cause disease. So what was done for this is the infectious agent or the infectious portion has to be removed. For removing the infectious portions, they may heat the particular virus, or they may cause chemical action, or they may cause biological approach to reduce the impact of the infectious agent. So instead of the infectious agent, they try to give this particular stimulating the antibody. So to promote or to stimulate the immunological system is the regular vaccination process. But whereas in the case of, so in that regular vaccine also, the parts of the organism which are recognized by the immune response are called as antigens, and when they are recognized, an immune response is made as either antibodies or activated immune cells that protect from disease when the same infection is seen again. So that is the one important concept. So whenever the antigens are entered into your body, in response to these antigens, your antibody, your immunological antibodies may be produced. So that may be of two types of them. So cell mediated antibody or cell mediated antibody can be seen. But whereas in the case of unlike the usual vaccination, mRNA vaccinations work by introduction of an mRNA sequence into the host cell. So the mRNA sequence, so 1273 sequence of the mRNA will be directly injected into the host cells, and these host cells will multiply themselves, thereby the protein. So as the mRNAs are entered into the host cells, and these mRNAs will start producing the proteins, and these proteins will definitely these will act as the antigens, thereby the antibody production will be stimulated from the host. So it will induce as the vaccination mechanism. So that is how this mRNA vaccination will be produced. The mRNA codes for a disease specific antigens, that is very important. So the mRNA codes for a disease specific antigen, and once inside a cell, the mRNA instructs the cell to produce the antigen, and by recognizing the antigen, the immune system will start producing the antibody. So once the antibody has been produced, thereby the antigen will completely destroyed. So in future, if the antigen comes, so in future if any antigen comes, it will try to destroy this. So in this 1273 mRNA vaccine, they have identified they have identified the mRNA portion which is responsible to destroy the spike proteins. So if we can able to break the spike proteins, thereby the entire mRNA vaccine can be entire coronavirus or COVID coronavirus can be destroyed. Currently, two forms of mRNA vaccines are being widely developed against multiple pathogens. So one more important unique feature about the mRNA vaccines is they can able to fight against the multiple pathogens. Conventional mRNA vaccines and self-amplifying mRNA vaccines, which are derived from positive strand RNA viruses. Okay, so that is conventional mRNA vaccines and self-amplifying. So once the virus reaches to the host cell, the virus will amplify itself instead of depending upon the host cell. Okay, so that is one of the unique features. So if it is depending upon the host cell genetic information, it will bypass the host genetic information, and it may cause infection. So it self-amplifying mRNA vaccines are best things. The virus is not required, but the genome sequence is needed. So that is one of the astonishing features. So generally, you need not to you need not to get the entire organism. Only the sequence of the genetic information is needed. The messenger RNAs are produced synthetically, and this is what makes the technology rapid and reproducible. That is how very quickly. So January they came to know about the genetic information of the COVID-19, and March 16 they officially declared the vaccine has been developed. But so from March 16th to now November, December, this lag period is they are doing clinical trials. So in the case of Moderna, the mRNA is stabilized so that it is protected from the enzymes that may break it down. So for example, if you inject the mRNA vaccine, Moderna's mRNA vaccine, so it is completely stable and protect, and so it means because it is completely covered from the enzymatic actions through before it is going to be reach the target cells. The only thing that changes from the potential mRNA medicine to another is the coding region. The actual genetic code that instructs ribosomes to make protein. So mRNA, that is one important striking feature. At which portion of the mRNA is targeted to produce the proteins is the one of the extraordinary thing. Next, utilizing these instruction sets gives our investigational mRNA medicines a software like quality, And the Moderna also have the ability to combine different mRNA sequences, encoding for different proteins in a single mRNA investigational medicine. Thereby, this medicine can be extremely useful. So, the mRNA vaccines are the next generation, next level of the vaccination. Using mRNA to create medicine is a complex undertaking and requires overcoming novel scientific and technical challenges. So, that is one important thing. So, ribosomes to think the mRNA was produced naturally, so they can accurately read the instructions to produce the right protein. That is one of the astonishing things. So the ribosome should not feel that this mRNA is artificially inculcated. So ribosome must identify this mRNA is naturally produced mRNA, and thereby the protein producing mechanism of the ribosomes should go in a smoother manner. So that is how the entire sequence of the mRNA vaccine should be happened. So that's all about the mRNA vaccine. Thanks for watching.